Hopefully I will do this topic and video justice. I'm not doing it in vain, and I hope to do a good job and do you proud. Let me do the honours and get started. Hello there, I'm Carly from Learn English with Carly. I hope that you and your family are well. Why are you learning or improving your English? I love hearing from viewers and I always reply to your comments, so please feel free to write to me. Today I'm in still a very wintry and cold and blustery North Vancouver here in BC, Canada. In my introduction, I use lots of expressions with do. Do something justice, do something in vain, do a good job, do you proud, and do the honours. Verbs such as do, get, and have. They're some of the first verbs that we learn when we're learning English, but they're used so often and in so many different ways, they can actually be quite tricky. In the second video of this series, we are going to look at 10 further idiomatic expressions with do. Just a reminder, an idiomatic expression is a type of informal language that has a meaning different from the meaning of the words in the expression. Let's learn 10 more today that always use do. As always, I will provide you with an explanation of the expression along with sample sentences in different tenses. Our first idiomatic expression with do today is to do business. We usually use the preposition with after this. To do business with. To do business means to engage in commercial activities or transactions. For example, when you buy or sell things, you are doing business. Let's see how we use it in everyday English in different tenses. My company does business with international clients. Have you ever done business with a foreign company before? Lisa was doing business in Europe when I called her. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. Our second idiom with do is to do the honours. This expression means to perform a special task or take responsibility for something important, usually a social occasion or at a public event. For instance, if you are asked to make a toast at a celebration, you are doing the honours. Can you do the honours and cut the cake? Janet did the honours by opening the door for the guests. Karen, could you do the honours and introduce the speaker, please? Let me do the honours. Was there ever a time when you had to do the honours? Hopefully I am doing justice to this topic and video. To do justice to something means to treat someone or something in a way that is fair and shows their or its true qualities. For example, I always want to show you the beautiful nature here in Canada, but I'm not always sure my videos do justice to the landscape here. A postcard doesn't always do justice to the scenery. The actress did justice to the character she portrayed. The review did not do justice to her talents. I didn't really feel well the other week and I wasn't able to do justice to the meal my friend cooked. Hopefully I'm also not doing you, the learner, a disservice today. To do someone a disservice means to harm or treat someone unfairly. For example, if you spread false rumours about someone, you are doing them a disservice because it damages their reputation. Let's see how we can use this expression in everyday English. Calvin is doing a disservice to his team by not cooperating. Lana did a great disservice to her friend by betraying her trust. Football hooligans have done the game a great disservice. The Prime Minister said that the protesters were doing a disservice to the nation. Have you ever done something on the fly? If you do something on the fly, you do it quickly or without much preparation. For instance, if you have to give a presentation without any prior planning, you are doing it on the fly. Here we can substitute the word do with the verb form of the activity. The student often does his homework on the fly. Marianne completed the project on the fly before the deadline. Sometimes you have to make decisions on the fly. The laws were being changed on the fly. Have you ever done something important on the fly? Hopefully you haven't done anything on the sly. Our sixth expression with do today is to do something on the sly. If you do something on the sly, this means to do something secretly or without others knowing because you shouldn't be doing it. This is always used as a negative. Again, we can substitute the word do with the verb form of the activity. Morgan drives her mum's car on the sly when she's at work. Romeo and Juliet met up on the sly. Oscar had started drinking alcohol again on the sly. The young boys were caught smoking on the sly. Have you ever done something on the sly? Have you ever done something in vain? If so, this means that you did something without achieving the desired result or outcome. Again, you can change the word do to the activity. Selena is doing her best, but it seems to be in vain. The mother waited in vain for her son to return from the war. The doctors did everything they could to help the sick man, but it was sadly in vain. All the police officers' efforts to catch the thief were in vain. The protesters will do whatever it takes to succeed and not let their efforts be in vain. My goodness, it's cold and it's starting to rain. Hopefully I've done a good job in teaching you these expressions with do so far. To do a good job or to do a bad job means to do something well or to not do something well. Harriet and Clara always do a good job of organising events. Jackson did a good job on his school project last week. Ooh, it's windy. The students were doing a bad job of managing their time during the exam. Have you ever done a good job on a difficult task? Have you ever done a bad job? I think you will all continue to do a good job in learning English. Our ninth expression with do today. Have you ever done over 100 miles per hour? This expression, to do however many, mph, miles per hour, or kph, kilometers per hour, is used to indicate the speed at which something is moving. For example, if a car is traveling at 90 miles per hour, we can say, that car is doing 90 miles an hour. A reminder that miles are used in both the UK and the US, but here in Canada we use kilometres. Jim's car doesn't do more than 90 miles an hour. The female driver was caught doing 140 kilometres per hour on the motorway yesterday. Gareth was caught doing 70 kilometres per hour in a 30 kilometre per hour zone. The driver was doing 100 miles per hour when he got pulled over by the police. And finally, I hope that I have done you proud with this video today. To do or to make someone proud. The use of do here is more slang, so if you are using this in a more formal situation, please use make instead. If you do someone proud, then this means that you have pleased someone else and made them proud of your achievements. We usually use this with family and friends. The learners on this channel do me proud every week. My sister put on a wonderful party for my parents. She really did us proud. My son has done me proud with all his achievements in life so far. What examples can you give with do someone proud? We made it through 10 further idiomatic expressions with do. How will you practice these? How will you learn them? And do you think you can use some of these in your everyday English? Listen out for them and see if you can spot any in your reading, and then try and use a few in your speaking. Please let me know what you think of this video lesson. I really enjoy hearing from you. Until our next video lesson, look after yourself in the meantime. Take care. Bye.